Hello guys, it's Trail Oakley, and I'm doing my first weekly vlog as promised. And I'm going to go through what happened this week, like I will do in the future, but I'm also going to do some past events that happened in August, because obviously this is the first time I've done this vlog. I'll start with what happened in this week. Last Friday I went to the zoo. I have a vlog of it up. We got there a little late, so it's kind of rushed because we thought it'd end, the zoo closed at 4, and then we got there at 1, and when you get through a few exhibits, the time kind of goes fast, and as soon as we knew it was 3. But I got to see some stingrays, and a lot of other animals. A monkey eating another monkey's poop, that was interesting. Giant fish that were like bigger than a small child, and they're supposedly in Wisconsin lakes, so that's like really cool and like hard to believe. It's like, oh my gosh, 'cause you can't see the bottom of the lake or anything, so that was really cool. I went with my cousin Aaliyah, who is like, she's 10 now, a little over 10 now, and she had some interesting comments. She went through a story of how at a family farm, a goat tried to bite her finger off. I don't know. She just has weird comments like that. She tried to tell me once that Billy Joe Armstrong was a vampire because she saw a poster of his face on my wall. Yeah, she's a weird child. I also went with my Aunt Bonnie and my cousin Josh, who was in the army and he's home now, and his new girlfriend Sharita. And that was really fun. And the next day I had a wedding to go to, and it was my great uncle Don and his wife now, Linda, and they're in their 60s, I think. I'm sorry if I got their age wrong. It was super cool that they finally got married after almost 20 years of being together, I think. And it was a cute little wedding. And then we had like a little get together at my house before the reception because they were all taking pictures. And I had to look over 2 little girls that I saw over vacation. I haven't seen them in a while, like a year, but I usually don't get to see that side of the family like ever. Oh, and they came to my graduation party in July too. But one's name is Amelia and she's 2, and the other's name is Sierra and she's 4, and they're the most adorable little girls ever. And while they were at my house, they pretended that they had magical powers, and they started like turning people into things. Well, not the 2-year-old, but the 4-year-old. She would like point at you and be like, "You're an eyebrow now," or something, and it's just like, it's really weird. Like, why would you pick eyebrow and not like princess? She turned me into a pig. I don't know if I should be offended about that. I don't know, she's adorable, so I didn't get offended by that. The reception took place at Skate Country, and I didn't really know what to expect from a reception. During dinner they kind of played elevator music, so I was like, oh, okay. But then, as the evening went on, they started like playing line songs where you can dance in the line, like the Macarena and Chicken Dance and the Cupid Shuffle, which I was super excited about. It was like the last song I did before I went home. I stayed there for like a couple hours till like 10 o'clock maybe even 9:30, I don't remember, at night. They even played really modern music like Dynamite, and like everyone looked around confused, and then like only the teenagers knew what the heck was playing. It was really funny. Of course they had no idea. and the little girls were there too, and we played with my grandma's walker, and I pushed them around on my grandma's walker. And then she decided she wanted to push me around, so she started pushing me on the walker, the 4-year-old Sierra, and she decided that she liked pushing me more on the walker than she did of me pushing her on the walker. So I had a lot of fun. Yeah. And she pretended that they had disco balls there, so that the disco lights were like little bugs on the floor, and how much she wanted the disco balls in her room. I don't even know. But little kids have like interesting comments about things. Sunday I didn't really do much. I'm just like basically a relaxing day. My uncle was here from Connecticut, and I haven't seen him in years, so that was really cool. He came here Friday and he was staying till Tuesday. On Monday, went to Goodwill with my uncle, my aunt and grandma and my mom, and we went to Kohl's too. And then after Kohl's we went to Applebee's, where I got my artichoke dip. Artichoke and spinach dip is like my favorite thing ever. And I was like talking about it on Facebook how much I wanted it like the night before. I'm like, oh my god, someone buy me artichoke and spinach dip. I was like, oh my god. And when the waiter gave it to me, I'm just like, yes! I'm not even kidding, I actually used that term. And like, my family had some, but they left the majority of the spinach dip for me, so it was really exciting. And I finished it all off, all the chips were gone, and then I had to eat my actual meal, so that was interesting. And right after that, I met my friend Camera, and we went to go see The Giver, which is a movie, at the movie theaters. It was really good, like amazing. If you don't know what The Giver is, it's about how everyone's the same in this world. They can only see in black and white. But there's this one person who can see things differently. He can see in color. And he was chosen to be the get all the memories, so he can see memories of the past and how the past used to be different. And he wants everything to be like it was in the past and not the same. He wants the world to be different and not sameness. So I won't go into too much spoilers because you're gonna want to see this movie because I recommend it. It's really good. I really enjoyed it. Yeah. Wednesday, it's like another, or I totally skipped Tuesday. Shit, I forgot what I did on Tuesday. Maybe it'll come back to me, but I know I did something. Oh yeah, on Tuesday I babysitted. And these kids were pretty wild. Well, one was adorable because he's 2 and he just like keeps to himself, like plays with his truck in the corner. But the 4-year-old was like kind of really energetic for me because I'm not used to being around small children, but she's also really adorable. She like was pretending to put me in jail, and I wasn't allowed to get up. And if I get up, she would like scream, because I was supposed to be in jail. I don't know, it's kind of violent. But the 2-year-old was really smart, and he got one of his like play tools and tried to break me out of jail. Now that I think about it, he's really smart too, because he already knows how to break people out of jail. So then I pretended I was free, and kind of like ruined her game. I don't know, because she wanted me to stay in jail. But that was really fun too. I don't babysit very often, so that was like one of the only times. But I really liked it. Wednesday was another relaxing day. I didn't really do much. I went to Walmart and got some stuff for my dorm, like a huge pack of gummy fruit snacks. Like there's 42 in this giant box, and it was only $2. I also bought some ramen. Don't know if that's like all I bought. That's all I bought from Walmart. And I went to and I picked up pictures for my Walgreens frame because I have like a collage of 21 frames, and I was just filling up the remainder so I can hang it in my dorm room because I'm gonna move in to my dorm in 2 days. It's so crazy. I've lived here forever, and now I'm gonna live in a totally different places, which is why I'm doing these vlogs now. Thursday was really amazing. It was like the perfect weather. It wasn't too humid or too hot, which it has been for like forever. And I went on a hike with my cousin she was like my best friend in elementary school, and we did everything together, sleepovers and stuff. But then we both grew up and led really busy lives and kind of drifted apart. But we were still good friends when we saw each other and stuff. But yeah, I invited her over, and she invited her friend Matt to come too. And we went on a hike in the Ice Age Trail, and it was really beautiful nature, and my cousin tried to catch all the frogs and stuff. And after we went for a hike, we went and got lunch at a place where I live in my hometown. There's like a restaurant called Jim's Place, and it's kind of where kids hang out at, and it's like an ice cream pizza shop, and it's really, really cool. We didn't get pizza, but everybody got their separate lunch, and my friend Christian came and met us there. We all got ice cream after we ate, and the ice cream is just huge in this place. Like, the biggest size is like probably bigger than this, and it's called Really, which is really in all capital letters with a question mark and an exclamation point after it because it's like huge. And then I think it goes to Small, which is the second biggest. I don't get that. Squirts. And then Baby is like this, which is like how a normal ice cream cone should be, like a baby. But I got a chocolate shake. And after that, eating ice cream, we sat outside the restaurant. There's little picnic tables in a side area where you can just sit and eat your ice cream if you want, or just talk. We all talked for 2 hours, like catching up on things. And my cousin really didn't know my friend Christian, and they got to know each other really well, which is really cool. It's like really cool when your friends become friends. I don't know, I felt really happy when that happened. Yeah, and like the fact that we could just talk for 2 hours, it's just like, wow. You don't get that very often without like feeling awkward, and it was just like perfect. We could keep the conversation going for that long. And after that, they had a cross-country meet, my cousin and her friend, Matt. It's just like really amazing. It just makes me wish that I could hang out with her more, because she's an amazing person, and it makes me think, why have I never hung out? But we had our own group of friends that were constantly busy, and she went to West Bend High School, and I went to my own town with like Christian Singer. And afterwards, Christian came over to my house for an hour, and then talked with me and my parents for like an hour, and it was really nice. And today, really didn't do anything. I kind of just like hung out in my pajamas all day, and I'm wearing them right now. But I went into the bathroom and applied lipstick for you guys, so it's kind of serious. Other than that, I just watched the Lego Movie with my parents. I've seen it before in theaters, and I just like such an awesome movie. Like, you wouldn't think so. You'd think it's really dumb, but actually has a really deep meaning to it, and it's like hilarious the whole time. I was like laughing the whole time. It's kind of like a drugged movie, like so many things happen that are so funny, and it's just like, how can you just imagine stuff like that? But I guess it's like a child's mind too. But obviously the person who created it wasn't a child, so I don't know, it was crazy. It's such a good movie. I recommend watching it if you haven't. And tomorrow, it's gonna be like a huge packed day. I'm gonna have to get everything packed and buy things like snacks and food for my dorm. And I'm going to my aunt's house to try and close. Then Sunday's move-in day. Another few highlights about August. My exchange student friend from Japan visited. I hadn't seen her in 2 years, so it was like really amazing. And like the first day, it was like I was gonna go on vacation the day she arrived, which was supposed to be August 2nd, but she arrived on August 1st, and she got there at 10 o'clock in the morning. And like she Facebook messaged me at like 1 p.m. and then she's like, "Where are you?" And I was like, "At home." And then she's like, "Well, can you come over?" And then I was like, "Okay." And then she was like so surprised she didn't think I would say okay, but of course I did. And then we met, and it was like so surreal. I didn't expect to actually be seeing her, and like we clicked right away. And then it was like we never left each other, and everything was awesome. That reminds me of the Lego movie so much. Oh my gosh, I just made a reference to the Lego movie. So yeah, and then the day after I had to go on vacation for a week. But when I came back, we had a little happy birthday party for her because her birthday is August 9th. When I came back, it was August 10th. So that was really cool. And her host family had the party, and I was invited with her a few other friends, and it was a really good party. And awesome. And then the day after that, she slept over at my house. We baked cupcakes and we watched The Notebook, which is her new favorite romance movie, I think. And she helped move my brother into college on the 12th. And then the 17th, we all had supper at Texas Roadhouse, which her mom was literally confused about. Her mom visited like the last day she was in Wisconsin, and we all went to Texas Roadhouse together, and she knew like no English, but she ordered a hamburger because they know what hamburgers are, obviously. And she was like so surprised at the size of it, but she was like determined to eat it all. She's like, "I can eat this all," in Japanese. That's what Hazuki translated it to be, and it was like really awesome. And she gave me chopsticks, a set of chopsticks, which are really fancy and awesome, and I've used them once, and it was really cool. And my final highlight of August was my grad party, which took place on August 16th. All my closest friends showed up, but except for Hazuki and her host family, which is her sister Kelsey. Kelsey is not like a real sister, it's her host's sister. They were at Virginia Beach, so they couldn't come. But there's lots of activities, including Ping Twister, driving around a golf cart that my dad had in the yard. It's like, it seems to always be the favorite. My friend Christian like drove everyone around crazily, but I think I beat him by driving the most crazily. I don't know. And took a little walk around the yard and found a snake and a frog that Amber caught. And at night we played beer pong with like soda in the cups, and I also played Amber against Amber in bumper pool table, because I have a bumper pool table in my house, and it was supposed to rain, but it never did, which is, well, until late, which is really good. We played with badminton, a badminton birdie and like shot it up with a badminton racket, trying to get my friend out of the tree, like trying to hit her, not to actually knock her out of the tree as she was sitting in a deer stand. That was like really fun. And then I sat up there and she got revenge, but I don't think she got me, I'm not sure. Maybe she get me in the leg. I don't remember, to be honest. And my friend Julia, she moved to Utah and she came to Wisconsin, and she could only stay for like 3 minutes of my party, but it meant so much to me that she could actually come and she showed up, and it was really awesome that she came. And at night, to finish off the party, we had like a little disco ball, and then we were playing music and jamming out to like Fall Out Boy and stuff. And when everybody left except for me and Amber, and we watched Sweeney Todd, which is like a good movie to watch at night. If you know what I mean, like it's kind of scary and it's gory, but so it's like kind of a movie you don't want to watch at night but will anyways. So that was my week and the highlights of August. I'll have another vlog hopefully next week. I don't know if I'll be busy or not because I don't know what college life is like, but I'll let you guys know what happened and how I am and other things. Bye guys.